So straight up, I'm gonna get into it. Welcome, family. It's your boy General Spooky. You already know what time it is. So look, shout out to the GOAT Papa Duck for this one because not only is like you feel me, just like off like the backs of that video, man. Homeboy, he did a good job. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, comment, and share, subscribe to his channel. And with that being said, family, let's hop straight into it.
This is why I do videos like this. And this is why I be so pissed, because we so distracted from the voting, especially black people voting. Cut it out, man. The voting, the police brutality on blacks. Everything that's going on is a big distraction. But this is something that they should be talking about, but they're not. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a cause and effect. They're going to give you the reason why you should want to have this become a thing to do, which is basically they're going to be mimicking women. They breeding children in incubators, which they don't need the mother. So mothers, y'all need to pay close attention to this too. They are to the point where they can have kids without the mothers. These are artificial wombs. And they're going to say, well, this is for, families who can't have babies. See, that's the cause and effect. You get what I'm saying? Watch the commercials that they have when they start promoting this stuff. They're gonna be showing a family that can't have a kid. They're gonna play on your heartstrings. And I'm telling you, this is so unnatural. And I'm not trying to be mean at all when I say this. Naturally, I feel as though God don't make mistakes. If it's a situation where a woman can't procreate, I just think it was for a specific reason. What that reason is, I don't know. But what I am saying is what they doing. This is crazy. I'm finna show y'all a video. This gonna blow y'all mind. This is the stuff that I be saying that we need to talk about and tackle. And I need y'all to please share this. Show this to people that don't think this is real, that don't think this is coming. You got to understand, we're finna be dinosaurs in a minute. Imagine a world white from all blacks and all people of color that don't agree with these people's agenda. Why do they get to choose what we should and shouldn't do? You should look up the word eugenics from Margaret Sanger. She's the one who created Planned Parenthood, who Bill Gates' dad is a head of. So Bill Gates' family, whole family, they've been into the depopulation business. You got to know what eugenics mean. That basically means to breed a nation of people of the strong. So if you weak, you sickly, you got sickle cell, you got any type of deficiencies, you're not allowed to procreate. We only want strong, natural, strong people to procreate. This is what eugenics is. These people sought out to do this a long time ago. Anyway, man, no further ado. Please like, comment, share. Please share this video. That's all I ask. Because I want people to understand just where we going. And it had nothing to do with color. Because if they can bring this amongst us and we accept it, it's a done deal. I keep telling y'all, pay close attention. So please like, subscribe, say what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. But most importantly, please share this video. Check this out.
Scientists in the U.S. say they have developed an artificial womb that could dramatically increase the chances of survival for premature babies. Researchers have already successfully tested these liquid-filled sacs on lamb fetuses. They say if the technology can be used on humans, it could offer extremely premature babies a crucial opportunity to develop their lungs and other organs. In addition to that, what are some of the other challenges associated with a premature birth?
So premature babies have other underdeveloped organs. They can't really process nutrition well. When you see them in those neonatal ICUs, they're having a tough go of it. This will let them grow larger, have all their organ systems ready to go. So it's really good for handling this terrible problem of premature birth.
Now, you see how he make it seem so bad. This is going to help with this condition and this complication. I'm telling y'all, man, some things are just meant to be how they are. Not to mention, there's a lot of unnatural things that we do and breathe in every day and eat every day that makes these complications become present when you're having a child. So it goes a little further than just natural complications. But they're going to make it seem like this is something to do. I keep telling y'all, cause and effect. They will cause the problem and come behind you with the solution. Pay attention.
This is the artificial womb facility, a place where humans could be grown entirely from scratch. The devices you see here are called growth pods. Each growth pod is designed to replicate the same conditions that exist inside the mother's uterus. Growth pods are designed to host human fetuses until they are fully developed. These artificial wombs are designed to help premature babies to continue developing after their birth. But emerging scientific research is making it possible to use them to create designer humans entirely from scratch. In terms of design, the artificial womb consists of the growth chamber, which hosts the fetus. It replicates the same environment provided by the mother's uterus. It is the incubation chamber that provides the optimal temperature and humidity for the growth of the fetus. There is another container which provides the fetus with a constant stream of blood that is rich with oxygen until the moment of birth. The artificial womb is filled with the amniotic fluid, which is the liquid that surrounds the fetus inside the mother's uterus. This liquid is rich of the essential nutrients that are needed to sustain the unborn fetus inside the womb. The growth chamber also features advanced sensors coupled with artificial intelligence. These sensors monitor the fetus's vital signs during the development process, which include breathing and heartbeat. The artificial womb also features a screen which displays real-time data on the development progress of the fetus. Inside this growth pod, the fetus is kept for 9 months until a full course of development is reached. The concept of growing babies inside an artificial environment is called ectogenesis. Ecto means outside and genesis means formation. And it isn't really new. The history of the artificial womb dates back to the early 1950s. The first design of the artificial womb was patented by Emanuel Greenberg back in 1955. He developed the concept with the hope of helping premature babies to continue developing after their birth. Back then, baby incubators already existed, so no one really moved forward to building the prototype of the artificial womb. In the 1990s, researchers at Tokyo University's medical department tested the artificial womb to see if it actually works. They removed a goat fetus from its mother by C-section. Then they placed it in a rubber womb filled with artificial amniotic fluid, and the little guy was delivered 17 days later. In 2002, scientists built mini artificial wombs using cells extracted from the uterus itself. These lab-made wombs allowed embryos to attach themselves to their walls, just like the natural process. Even though the embryos began to grow and develop, they were terminated 5 days later due to ethical concerns. In 2017, scientists from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia managed to use a primitive design of the artificial womb, where they placed a premature lamb fetus. After keeping the lamb fetus for 4 weeks inside the artificial womb, it started growing a wool coat, gained weight, and even opened its eyes. The researchers went on to test their design of the artificial womb with more lambs, and their experiments were successful. As of today, the real artificial womb is no more than just a plastic bag filled with amniotic fluid. It doesn't look like much, but it serves its purpose, allowing premature fetuses to continue developing outside the mother's uterus. Even though the primary goal of the artificial womb is to sustain premature babies, it could actually be used to create the perfect human being. By engineering a human being from scratch, we can redesign ourselves to be more resistant to diseases and to achieve more intelligence and better looks. And babies who are born in such a way are called designer babies or designer humans, because they have been customized and designed by another human being before their birth. To create the perfect designer baby from scratch, you don't need something sophisticated actually. All you need is just a skin cell.
Now, out of everything that's going on in the world, they want to distract you. They don't want you to know about stuff like this. And this is just an inch tip of the iceberg. There's so many things I can get into with y'all that I want to bring to y'all attention. But I just like to do it slowly. I want to open your eyes now that I got y'all attention, man. This is crazy. This is so crazy. These people are literally playing God. They're doing it with our foods. They're doing it with everything. The more that we let them do for us, the more control that they have of us. We don't need to go to the grocery store to pick fruit. We need to be able to have farmers grow fruit and we go pick it. But no, we want a grocery store. To the point, most people won't even want to get their hands dirty. Natural dirt that comes from the ground, where it all starts from, dirt and water. Told y'all, man, them people done fixed us up here, so we don't know no better. And I'm telling you, man, you think you know, but you don't know. Anyway, man, y'all like, subscribe, comment, share. Definitely get the word out. Send this to everybody you know, because this is coming, and it's coming fast. Faster than you think. I got more videos coming, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Papa Duck. God, what nobody say. I love y'all. I'm out.
So look, family, you already know y'all checked out that clip. So you already know, just like you said, you know what I mean? It's coming back quicker than you think. You know what I mean? Everybody listen, we must be prepared. That's first. We must know, you know what I mean, like how to actually spiritually equip ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Look within, family. Nothing is outside of yourselves. Look within. And also, family, just understand that the new method of distraction is division. Whether it's religion, your sexuality, you know what I mean, or you see what I'm saying, or you know what I mean, or just anything. Are women with power, and you know what I mean, men are like, why do women want power now? You see what I'm saying? Or, you see, it's so much. You see what I'm saying? It's just division. You know what I mean? Because it's just all crazy right now. If I just sit there and explain it, I'll be here forever. But my point is, what I'm saying is, with that video, family, you see that controller babies are on the way. Now understand that the Anunnaki, just like I spoke about like one of my other videos, was genetically modified, you know what I mean, a certain ethnic group of people, you know what I mean, that I speak about, you know what I mean, no racism obviously, but you know what I mean, that happened under divine order, under divine control. You see what I'm saying? When they speak about like white people being like genetically modified and stuff like that, like 6,000 years ago, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing wrong with it, because through the Anunnaki they had divine supervision. If that would, you know what I mean, if that would make sense, that like you gotta understand this is an elite frame of, you know what I mean, of thinking, like you can't even fathom. Just understand, like imagine for instance, just like how you see technology, like all the technology, like this phone, you see what I'm saying, like your TV and all that. Understand that, you feel me, all that was like on the construct of like a lot of it was like demonic and like reptilian grays, just like grays, you feel me. Grays are like extremely low vibrating entities, but they, you know what I mean, they usually kind of like give off like a lot of our government officials, like a lot of people of power, you know what I mean, this super heightened intellect of intelligence, you see what I'm saying, so that they can actually use their third eye to manufacture a lot of stuff in our reality. But also, you know what I mean, just understand, family, that even like, you know what I mean, the white people that are here, you know what I mean, black people, you see what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. Everyone who has a third eye has a third eye. But you gotta understand that there are reptilian grays that do kind of possess the Caucasian race, because they can't unlock the carbon B12 that's in melanin. You see what I'm saying? So like they kind of like do hop into like European vessels and stuff like that, or that you would see as European vessels, but they're not even white people. They're not even people. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference between like white people and robots. Look at that as a robot, but you don't feel or touch every single person you come in contact with, so you wouldn't know. But just understand that that's not even a person. How you would see like white people, black people, Spanish people, whatever, of any ethnicity and race. You know what I mean? There are, just know that there are demonic beings that possess these vehicles as well. And there's demons that possess black people and all that, the whole nine. But what I'm saying is reptilian greys, the greys I'm speaking about, only possess usually like the Caucasian race. Yes, straight up. But all, well, you know what I mean, hop into the vehicle and actually, you know what I mean, these people that you see like right in front of you, you know what I mean. But with that being said, the white people and black people and all that are just normal people, you feel me? And then, you know what I mean. Just catch my drift, family. The regular people that are not, look at the grays. You know what I mean. It's like a lot of y'all government officials and stuff like that. Look at the grays as entities, and then look at the peoples. Look at people, white, black, all that is like vessels. You see what I'm saying? Because we have a spirit. If you have a spirit, you're a person. White, black, Asian. I don't care. It doesn't matter. My point of emphasis of saying, family, is that since we are people, we have a third eye. These controller babies on the way don't. Like, you know what I mean? Who is their God? Who is their creator? You see what I'm saying? Like, what are we really manufacturing, family? Y'all gotta really pay attention, because the GOAT, you feel me, Papa Duck, when he tapped onto that video, family, that's straight gold. And y'all gotta hop on board, because it's extremely important that we actually pay attention to what is being manifested, excuse me, within our realm. That's extremely important, because you know what I mean, not only do you know what I mean, you need to actually be able to see and know what's going on, but you never know like if you can be affected. Like imagine you having kids, and just like if you feel me, I'm finna drop a little reptilian video so y'all actually see what these grays look like and what I'm talking about. You feel me? So go check out, you know what I mean, that reptilian grays video. You already know, General Spooky with the eye. But also understand that, family, that you know what I mean, by us being able to see like what's in our realm, you know what I mean, we'll be able to like kind of maneuver different, because like a lot of these intellectual grays, they're extremely intelligent. And imagine one of these controller babies being the specimen of a gray, or having somebody control his thoughts. What I mean by that is, you're not gonna cut open or splice open every single person's third eye. You know what I mean? Every single person's forehead to see if they're human or not. So therefore, I'm telling you, family, they're already genetically manufacturing these babies with the chip already in them. Yes, straight up. They manufacturing these little controller babies that are on the way, and you see they got a farm. Oh my goodness, yo, family, they have a farm of these to add along to, you see what I'm saying, gender dysphoria, you know what I mean, you're this and you're that, and you see what I'm saying, you're powerful or you're weak, or it's crazy, like, you know what I mean, it's so much, and all of it's looking outside of yourself. And now they're about to throw some extra distractions in your face, you see what I'm saying, with these controller babies on the way, with this whole new conscious drive and conscious move that's starting to erupt. You feel me? You know what I mean? You feel me, family? So like now, imagine, like I was getting back to, imagine one of these controller babies influencing your kids, because they're hyper intelligent and they have an agenda that differs yours. Straight up. Like imagine like one of these controller babies being like 12, 13, and then you see her like, you know what I mean, oh, she's 10 years old, and then your kid watches whatever, some like YouTube channel, and all of a sudden she comes across this 12-year-old girl that's really smart. She talks really, you know what I mean, highly of herself, and she's talking to adults, and she's dressing all grown up, and she's telling young women like how to do it, or how to, you know what I mean, just it could be anything. And that's only just one example. Or imagine, you know what I mean, your son just like listening to like young boys on their phone, whatever. You never know. You see what I'm saying? Like, who will be behind these controller babies? Because family, you gotta understand, you're not coming in contact with everybody that you see on the internet. Everybody that you see is on the internet is not real. And also, you know what I mean, I even talk about like how you can read auras, and like how you can see like the little aura, you know what I mean, around people. Like when you see like the little floating gases that kind of, it float like right above somebody's head, it looks like very faint clear smoke. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So if they don't got that, that's an obvious sign. But if people don't know how to read auras, then how they'll be able to tell stuff like that? But that's a discussion for a whole nother topic. But my point of emphasis is saying, family, you got to understand that these controller babies, they come with a way bigger agenda. You know what I mean? The first agenda was, you see what I'm saying, to not only give women power, but also this whole Black Lives Matter thing. You know what I mean? With the killing of George Floyd, and you see what I'm saying, like kind of making people like grab and grasp an identity. For women, it will be power. For people, it will be, you know what I mean, a cultural acceptance. You see what I'm saying? And then, like, you know what I mean, for other people, anything except masculinity. You see what I'm saying? For like other people, for men, it would be like, you see what I'm saying? Like, are you gay? And then if you are homosexual, you see what I'm saying? And you are in that practice, you know what I mean? It will be like, well, what are you? Are you trans? Are you regular? Are you know what I mean? It's so much going on, family, and there's nothing wrong with whatever someone wants to practice. But understand that now, what Daddy government is trying to do is they're trying to target like the infertile, you know what I mean, mothers that can't really have kids or something like that, and you know what I mean, which is, you know what I mean, tied as well into like how you say, like practicing homosexual couples, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, what you'll say is like gay couples, you feel me, giving them a shot to be able to have a child. But those people wouldn't understand that the child that is actually in their vicinity is not completely a straight being. It's a genetically modified being. It's like they tell you, oh yeah, you can pick, your child's eyes going to be blue, it's going to be green, it's going to be whatever you want it to be. It's all of your top genes inside of you that you never even thought about. It's the best features of you. You see what I'm saying? But they are now playing God. Because once, just like the Anunnaki, they had a divine order and creation of then, now you have a specific group of people that are playing, you know what I mean, that are trying to play God now, aka, you know what I mean, the white coats, not the white folks, because every white person is not bad, you know what I mean, but the white coats, which are, you see what I'm saying, still being controlled and manipulated by who? Daddy government. So you see what I'm saying? So you can't really kind of blame everybody, but just understand that what's going on in the world, family, and understand that also your children are extremely impressionable. And with these, you know what I mean, with these new controller babies out and that are on the way, you see what I'm saying? Imagine, you know what I mean, them actually being able to tap into the the biology of these actual these, you know what I mean, these specimens, or I wouldn't even, you know what I mean, these species of people, because they're not even a human being, they're a part of humankind. So don't get that messed up. But also understand, imagine them being able to accelerate the growth of these controller babies dramatically. So now, you know what I mean, you'll have like a what's it called, like you'll have like a 5-year old child, and then they'll be able to, like, yeah, it'll be able to grow up, you know what I mean, to be 15 within, you know what I mean, half the time that it'll take a normal human life, because they actually can understand and decode the genetic coding of that actual child. You see what I'm saying? Because they created it, because they're playing God now. Because now, you know what I mean, the reptilian race has done gotten so, you know what I mean, kind of, I ain't gonna lie, good at this. You feel me? That now they're actually able to like genetically modify their own humans, but it's not right, family. So with that being said, just understand that what's going on, and if you know what I mean, what's going on in the world, and if you are on the other side of this specimen, like if you are on the other side of this this new fashion of thinking that they're trying to usher in, you see what I'm saying, under like the LGBTQ movement, or you know what I mean, or infertile mothers and stuff like that, just know, you know what I mean, that listen, adopt. It's so much easier to adopt, family. Just please just adopt, because there are kids that are still real human flesh, you know what I mean, impressionable kids that will love, excuse me, and appreciate the kindredness of you, you know what I mean, and like, you know what I mean, the cultivation of a home and a family. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, family, you know what I mean, just support human, you know what I mean, just human decency and just humankind, not mankind, not a kind of man. That is a total difference. You see what I'm saying? Because like I told you, these people playing God, you know what I mean? Support mankind first, because these controller babies, they already gonna have enough. They don't need you adopting them, supporting this system, because you don't know what's at your hand. At least you'll know, you know what I mean, if you got a human in your house. But imagine your little controller babies walking to Walmart one day, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you see like a whole army of people walking to Walmart. You know what I mean? It's crazy. You see what I'm saying? But we won't even know what's among us because we don't touch and come in contact with everybody around us. And they're also ushering us far apart so they can usher in, you know what I mean, these new controller babies. You see what I'm saying? Because they are here. They showed you an army family. You've seen it for yourself. They are here. But all I'm saying is, family, take back, you know what I mean, control of your reality. Please do not look outside of yourself and understand that this fight is way bigger than we think. You know what I mean? With that being said, I make sure I have a graceful day. You know what I mean? Have a blissful day because y'all are amazing people. Y'all are beautiful people. You see what I'm saying? And I just hope, you know what I mean, me just sharing my ideology and my perspective with you, kind of like, you know what I mean, uplifted a couple people, just, you know what I mean, kind of gave you a greater perspective on some things that you probably, you know what I mean, maybe even have questions about. I don't know. But with that being said, shout out to the GOAT. I appreciate Papa Doc for making that video. I also appreciate talking to him. Most definitely. It's the general. You already know what time it is. And I'm out.